I'm Naneci Yurdagül and I'm from Frankfurt. I brought actually 4 works here. This one we sit here next to is a work from this year, 2011, called untitled Made in Israel. It's, as you can see, prayers rugs, 16, and they're donated by Palestinian art students from the occupied territory in the West Bank. And I exchanged them into new rugs. The story was actually that I did, we have a huge exchange program with Bezalel in Israel to the Städteschule, but actually none of us ever went to Israel. So after 10 years of this exchange, I was the first German from the school who actually went to Israel last year, and I was there in the master's program. And during that time I was also teaching in Bethlehem, and I met these college kids. And as we were talking, they were asking me, like, what am I doing in Israel, and as a German and Muslim and with my Turkish Arab background. So I came to tell them about me and my story, and I told them that I have this project, the final show, where I had this idea of them going into their villages and collecting their old used prayer rugs, and I would give them new ones. So after a while, after email contact, we had somehow like 3 or 4 exchanges, which is of course very hard because they cannot leave Palestine. They are, as I said, they're in this occupied territory. So the work itself became, that's why so interesting, because they somehow, these rugs, and each rug belongs to like one of those students, could leave it. So it's somehow that I took something from there and put it somehow to Israel. And that was very, very exciting for me and for them, I guess, like in the end, yes. My works, actually, they are telling stories, so it's pretty hard to like not ask about it. The thing which is, I don't know, my opinion is really, I come really a lot from aesthetics and colors. I mean, of course, I studied with Tobias now 5 years, and he's very into, as you know, design and the colors. And what I really learned from him was like to somehow see, also as you see the room, some people were like, some people would say it's very empty, you know, but it's 4 different works and each of it has a story. And that's for me very, very, how do you say, it's the ground or the base that I think that storytelling somehow is getting lost. Like, we're full of stories and we're full of ideas, but that somebody really asks something about something or is interested. But I try to give the aesthetic also a ground of the story. It's more that I think that space or that the works we have that somehow they need more space. I don't know, space is something which is not empty. It's something you can fill, and you can fill with your ideas, and you could throw something. Like here, it's not that I just left space. The space here is part of the work. And also the portrait of Allah I did on the windows, some people don't even see it. They might think it belongs to the house. So my work actually is not very like, in the first moment, it's not punching the face. But if you know, like, if you know the story, it becomes very intense. And that's why I think people need space.